Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist and Spiritual Teacher here. Well, today I want to talk about a bunch of things. I'm not going to show you something, but today a lot of you have a lot of pain, and you've been asking me, what's the best thing for pain, and whether there's a lot of them, and you'll have to decide exactly which one works best for you. I'll tell you a few of my special ones that I really like for pain. And we're going to start with this is not my first one that I love the most, but it's one of the ones that probably the most common around, and that's a good old cayenne pepper. And that will really do your body good, warm you up. Is a very anti-inflammatory, does a great job. A couple capsules, you know, 300-400 milligram capsules of this daily, morning or night, that will really do a great job of getting rid of pain. And I really think it's one of the easiest and cheapest things that people can do to get rid of pain in general. And it's great for a whole bunch of things, from migraine headaches also, really good. And I have another video about just all the aspects of healing with cayenne pepper, so you can watch that and find out more. But that would be one of my ones that I would recommend. Also, Boswellia. This is my go-to herb for healing just about all the aches and pains that I have. You know, I work out a lot. I push a lot of weight, and keeps osteoporosis away, and keeps that calcium moving into my bones. And because of that, I get a little sore once in a while. And so Boswellia is a great thing. You can take, it usually comes in 250 milligram capsules, and you take, for anywhere from 2 to 4 a.m. and p.m., and you can take that for 7 to 10 days. All of these should be taken for no more than 7 to 10 days. So Boswellia is my go-to, and it's the sap from the frankincense tree, and it's really amazing qualities. Amazing anti-inflammatory is really what it is, but the anti-inflammation causes pain, so you want to get rid of the inflammation, and that is my go-to one that I recommend the most. It really does a great job. And of course, there's a lot more. White willow bark. This is the original aspirin. It's the inner lining of the white willow. And the Native Americans used to use it, and it does a great job. This is a analgesic. Really does a great job of getting rid of pain in general. And of course, the same thing is aspirin. Aspirin is the same thing. And, and if you have a problem with aspirin, you shouldn't take white willow bark. White willow bark is basically the same thing, but the more natural form of that same thing, and does a great job with pain, great job with inflammation. They were finding out more new, powerful healing abilities to aspirin than they've ever done before. I mean, it's just keeps going on. New things open up. Also, chamomile. Chamomile is amazing. It's for inflammation, and also a lot of times we need to relax to let the muscles let go, so we can allow the pain to disappear. If we don't get that to happen, we don't allow ourselves to relax that pain. Those muscles are tightened up like this. There's no way for us to have any kind of pain relief. And so chamomile also helps with stress and relieves anxiety, all kinds of helps with sleep, and on and on. And chamomile also helps with inflammation, so that's another great way to go. My most important one, I would say I love also, is good old turmeric. I think this is great stuff. This is turmeric capsules here, and I use it when we also have turmeric growing out in the yard. We keep both around, and that is a wonderful. I take 400 milligram capsules of turmeric, or just take a big piece of turmeric every morning, and that is really great for aches and pains and inflammation in the body in general, and I highly recommend it. It's part of my diet also, and it will do the body good, and it keeps away cancer at the same time, and all kinds of plethora of different diseases. So I would highly recommend good old-fashioned turmeric, and take the whole turmeric. It's better than the crucimin. I think it's much better, because you're getting about 100 different agents working together to make you heal in a big way. When we distill things down into their little tiny bits, I don't think it works as well. So go with the whole food. That's the most important. And turmeric is a food. You can take a bunch of it for long times. It's not a problem. Also, devil's claw. I've got it here somewhere. Yep, devil's claw here. I think that's one of the main ones that really does good. This is a weed that grows up in the Pacific Northwest, and sometimes you find it on in the East Coast also. It's loves cool, wet areas. It's got stickers on it that really grab hold of your clothing and tear you up also. And it does a really good job. The Native Americans use this for getting rid of pain, and I recommend it. My wife uses it because she's had knee surgery, and so she really likes this a lot, and it does a great job. There's no doubt about that. And so that's another one. And another one is bromelian, and you usually buy that. You can get that in capsules and pills, and usually tinctures and liquids and that type of thing. And that comes from the pineapple, and really does a good job of getting rid of pain. It works for particular people. I particularly don't get along with it for some reason, and so I stay away from it. But for other people, it works great. So that's another one to keep in mind, and really does a great job of getting rid of inflammation, and I highly recommend it. Feverfew. Now, most people think about this for lowering fevers, you know what I mean? But it also does a great job of getting rid of inflammation also. And so I highly recommend Feverfew, and was even used by the Greeks and the Romans for getting rid of inflammation, and I find it's right up there with some of the most important anti-inflammatories, and it really helps with long-term pain and even migraine, so really great. Licorice root. Now, licorice root, you got to be careful with licorice root. It really is a good anti-inflammatory, but you should only use it for 7 to 10 days, and very small amounts, 400 milligram capsule once a day, or maybe twice a day, but you can overdose on this stuff, and it's not good, but it does work absolutely positively and helps with stress in a great way. But like I said, I'll quote that again. It really can do some damage if you use it and abuse it. And I say that all of these should be used only for about 7 to 10 days, and then take a week off and come back to it if you need to. Licorice root, I would take 3 or 4 weeks off and then come back and use it. You can do a lot of damage with it. Another one is clove oil. Clove oil or cloves. I've got the clove caps here. And cloves are really have a lot of smell to them. Oh boy. And they do a great job. Clove oil, for toothaches is wonderful. Does a great job for that. Also, you can put it into other medicinal oils and rub it on, and it will do a great job of getting rid of pain in general. So it's a good thing to keep in your medicine cabinet, just in case you have a toothache, or maybe your gums are hurting or something else. It's just a little dab will do you, and that'll get rid of that pain absolutely positively. Another great oil is peppermint oil. I think this is really good, and I think it really is soothing, relaxing, calming, and helps with inflammation. It's analgesic, and a lot of people like to use it. Making peppermint tea is also great. It's another one. If you're not relaxing, you're not going to get rid of the pain. So it's a very good anti-inflammatory in general also. Green tea, full of polyphenols. Really, really great for getting rid of pain in general because it's anti-inflammatory. All polyphenols or antioxidants help with that, and helps with muscle aches and pains and tightness, and really does a great job of getting rid of that pain and making it disappear. Fennels. Now, fennel seed. This is fennel seeds here. I keep this in the kitchen. I love the smell. Oh, well. And making some fennel tea in the evening can help to relax you and calm you. It's also great anti-inflammatory. Really helps with spasms, and analgesic for all kinds of aches and pains, and it really does a great job. Helps with gas and cramps and colic and that type of thing, and has kind of a licoricey kind of flavor. And using this for no more than 7 to 10 days to make a tea does a good job also. Oregano, it is a also helps to get rid of aches and pains, and also you can put that with thyme and rosemary oil and those type of things, and they do a great job of getting rid of pain in general too. You can take it by mouth, you can rub it on the area that's affected, maybe your elbow or your knee or whatever, and it does a great job. Also, ginger. Ginger is really great for taking by mouth, or you can rub it on your knee. It does a really great job. My wife makes ginger oil, and makes a really good job of making that oil and rubbing it on her knee, and it really helps with the pain, absolutely, positively. Also, arnica has been around for a long, long time. I think it's one of the most important oils that you can do to help with pain, and it's one of my go-tos, absolutely positively. And there's also St. John's wort. It helps with easing pain and also helps with, you know, depression and that type of thing too, which is really good. Another one that I liked, I got turned on to this when we went to Brazil, Copaiba oil. It's really Copaiba oil. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's Copaiba. And it really is a great pain-killing oil, and it helps with inflammation. You just rub it on the area, and it works just as well as some of the things like ibuprofen and cortisone and other pain relievers that are over the counter. So really a powerful thing. It usually comes from South America, and you can buy it on the internet, on Amazon and eBay and that type of thing, and it does a great job. You might want to check that out. A lot of people haven't heard about it, but it is a very powerful oil, and that's one of my go-to oils also. I highly recommend. Another oil which has been around for thousands of years, and I'm going to have a hard time with this name also, but I love this oil. Mahanarayan oil. It is I'm going to spell that out, Mahanarayan, Mahanarayan oil. You can look at it down below. And this is an oil that's usually made in Ayurvedic medicine. It contains a whole bunch of different things, from ginger to camphor, to black pepper, to cedar, to licorice, sandalwood, shavarte, a whole bunch of different things. And it really does a great job of getting rid of pain. And it smells very good also. So it's another one that you might want to try for yourself. I think it's really amazing as far as that goes. As far as another one that's really great, and a lot of people haven't heard of, is fang. Feng, F-A-N-G, and the second word is F-E-N-G, fang. And it's great for inflammation and pain, and it's used in Chinese medicine. One of the ones I really like a lot. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like licorice root, but it doesn't have a lot of the side effects. It's powerful antioxidant, high anti-inflammatory capabilities. It really does a good job of getting rid of redness, swelling, and pain in general, and I highly recommend it. Also, it gets rid of pain dramatically, and also helps with joint pain, arthritis pain, even abdominal pain. It really does a great job. Also, CBD oil is another one that's out there. You take a couple drops under your tongue, one drop. The least you use of CBD oil, the less pain you have. I find that more people find more efficacy with it if they use a little bit, and find that it works better. If they take a lot, it doesn't seem to work well, and it also works well. And I'll be doing a video on CBD in the future here. There are some things to be worried about with it, because I've had a few people come to me that have taken a whole bottle, at a time and have done irreparable damage to their body. So be careful with it. It is not to be abused. Any of these things shouldn't be abused, but take a little bit of CBD and it does a great job, and it really helps with pain, arthritis pain, joint pain, just about any kind of aches and pains that you have, and it does a great job of that. And these are some of my go-to ones. Also, I like cramp bark especially. Cramp bark is really amazing for getting rid of pain caused by muscle spasms, that type of thing. I think that's really important. If you're getting muscle spasms at night, first of all, look at what you're eating. It's really important. If you're taking a lot of chemicals in, and most average foods have a lot of chemicals in, anywhere from 30 to 50. So when I eat anything that's not organic, boy, I ended up with these terrible calf spasms and terrible pain, and I run to get my cramp bark. So it was really a great thing, and I highly recommend it. And so these are just a few of the things that you can go to and keep your medicine cabinet and help with pain. There was a lot more. I mean, I could go on for hours here, but these would be the top of the top, the list that I would pick from. And I love, like I said, Boswellia, turmeric, that type of thing. Even if you have mucous membrane inflammation, marshmallow root does a really good job with that too. And that inflammation can lead to other problems and pain in the body in general. So marshmallow root is another one. So if you want to get more information about that, all these things about all these different supplements that I talked about and herbs, feel free to contact me. My phone number is 831-869-9119, 831-869-9119. And feel free to contact me. Call me early because I go to bed early, about 8 p.m. So, and I'm on Eastern Standard Time. My email address is drpaulhaider at drpaulhaider@gmail.com. That's drpaulhaider@gmail.com. Just hit show more, and it's all down there. And my Skype address is drpaulhaider. You can Skype me also. And you can WhatsApp me and text me and all types of things. And feel free to contact me. My consults are of no charge, and but we do accept donations, and we greatly appreciate that. And if I can be of help in any way, shape, or form, I want to help you. And let's move forward with your life and get rid of the pain that you have. And pain is no fun, and I know you can do that. Remember this one thing. This is the most important thing of all. Remember, I love you.